What about it, YouTube? All right, so I want to talk about Ayn Rand. So years ago, late 1990s, early 2000s, I was into Ron Paul. I was reading Ayn Rand. I was questioning my belief in God, and kind of got up in that third wave, not the early version of the third wave questioning of things as far as atheism and agnosticism goes. I hadn't figured out what I wanted to believe all the way yet, but I was flirting with that idea, and then come to find out later that Ayn Rand was an atheist Russian Jew who totally supported the butchering out of the Palestinians and took public assistance in her old age. And so I reviewed my thoughts on her and her work, and I kind of I've been sort of a rejecter of all that. But today I was thinking about it, and this is kind of a dangerous idea, maybe. But desperate times call for desperate actions, I guess. If you're at the point in her book, Atlas Shrugged, I don't know if anybody else can relate, but just as a quick rundown, I mean, it's 12 or 1300 pages. It's a pretty short read. It'll take you about half hour, afternoon or something. No, I'm kidding. It takes a while to read that book, but basically you've got people who give a crap and who work for a living and care, and she calls them the workers or the producers. And then she categorizes everybody else, juxtaposed to that, as the moochers and looters. And in the end, there's sort of this background battle going on, corruption, cronyism in the government, special favors, monopolyism, suppression of new technology, this kind of idea. But at the heart of it all, there's some really smart and brilliant and creative people, producer people. John Galt would be their hero in the book. But basically, the machine shuts down when everybody just says, screw it, we don't care anymore to, to work for this. And so the machine shuts down. And so, I mean, while I say this, I'm like, careful what you wish for, because if you've got investment or you've got anything else, you've got to be careful what you wish for in these times that we're heading into. But the thought came to me, again, it's kind of a dangerous idea, but the thought came to me of having like a new grassroots holiday, national holiday, National Strike Day or something, where you just sit on your hands, do like the Indians, do like Ayn Rand's book, and you just decide, nah, I'm not going to feed the man. I'm not going to feed the machine anymore. I'm going to feed my own destruction anymore. I'm going to stock up with a little bit of food or whatever. I'm going to make sure everything's cool. And I'm just going to call it off one day. I'm just going to say, sorry, can't make it. Personal reasons. And go from there. Just an idea. You know, it would take more than 3 people to do it and have any kind of traction. It would take a mass awakening, a mass following, a wholesale rejection of what's going on, and probably a list of demands behind it before people are ready to just jump back into the system. Like it might have to come in waves, like, and it would have to just sort of be done decentralized, right? It's just like everybody just whatever it takes off, and it's like the new challenge, right? Like the ice bucket challenge, but it's the national strike challenge, you know. And so it just takes off like, nah, I'm not into it today. Maybe I'm not into it this week. Maybe if we can't get somebody to listen to us and start representing us and acting some kind of way that makes sense, then, you know, we're just gonna, you know, have a national holiday and party and spread love. I'm trying to think of solutions or things. We're kind of at a critical moment, and so something kind of big in response from the public needs to happen that's nonviolent. And so let me know in the comments. Thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, uh, you know, all that. Love you. God bless.